channel, guys. Today's going to be a pretty short video, but today we found ourselves close to sunset in Nudgee Beach, which, as I've just found out today, is full of mosquitoes. So throughout this video we're going to be doing battle with the mosquitoes and trying to avoid constantly getting bit by them. I already have about 3 bites on my arm, so that's a fantastic start to the day. But today's more of a scouting day. I honestly was just bored out of my mind all day. Petrol's getting a little bit expensive, so trips to Lamington are sort of out of the books at the moment. And this is like a 12-kilometer drive from my house, so I thought, why not head out Nudgee Beach and see if we can find any good compositions in a more local spot. And I'm actually pretty happy to find that there is a boardwalk here that goes right through the mangroves. And God, there's so many mosquitoes. And right now the light's pretty flat, which normally wouldn't be the best thing, at least around sunset I wouldn't think it would be the best thing, but I've actually found quite a few compositions. I was just before trying to frame some stuff up with my normal camera, and it's just the combination of this sort of olive green with the white branches. In my opinion, it personally just really didn't work because I had the telephoto lens on. I was trying to frame up some abstract lines of the branches. Honestly, it just didn't work out for me. But then I pulled out the full spectrum camera with my infrared chrome filter on it, and I went ahead and tried to frame up some compositions, and it just changed the scene completely. So right now I've already got a composition framed up because I've been here for a few minutes, just walked up a few hundred meters. But I'll show you what I got framed up here because it's actually pretty nice, and it's a lot nicer than I was expecting to get in this location. So these 2 trees are what I have framed up here in my shot, and I've got the camera just right here. I think it zoomed into around 40 millimeters on my lens, and with the crop factor of my camera that would probably put you around, I'd say 70 millimeters, something like that, which just turned out to be the perfect focal length because I have these 2 trees sort of going in either direction, but I also have branches on both sides leading you back into the trees, and in particular this one here, which is nice, bright, and white. And in the framed up image, that just frames the scene so nicely with that one coming in on the corner here. I just love the way that it does that. And in particular, I just love the way that the IR Chrome filter has really brought an orange, vibrant color to this scene. Because if this was all green, I feel like the whiteness of the tree branches would sort of be lost in the scene. And I'm just really happy with this composition that I found here. It's probably going to be my favorite for the day, although this is a 1,500 meter boardwalk, and I've probably done about 300 meters of it, so there's still plenty more to see, and plenty more mosquitoes to chase away because I'm itching everywhere at the moment. I don't even know if I have bites or if I'm just going crazy. But we'll go ahead, we'll snap this shot. Let me know what you think, because I think this is going to be a good one. And yeah, come along for the journey. Hopefully there's a lot less mosquitoes, but that's unlikely. So we'll see you at the next shot, or if I find anything else interesting, maybe some wildlife too. There's a few birds out in the water, you never know. But we'll see you then. Didn't go as expected. I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll walk another 100 meters down, maybe find another composition. It's a little bit difficult here, but as I usually do, I've found a composition, I'd say maybe 5-10 meters away from where I was just talking to you guys. So we've plonked the tripod down again, and these mosquito bites I feel like are going to be the end of this video. So this video is probably not going to end when I hit the end of the trail, but it's going to end when the mosquitoes become a little bit too much for me, because I just got a few more bites on my hand just taking that B-roll before, and it is quite irritating. So we'll see when I hit that breaking point, but I'll try and make it to the end. I'll try to do it, but no promises. But I've got another scene framed up. You just saw a little bit of it before, but I'll show you what it looks like on the back of the camera. And what I really love about this scene in particular is how this one tree here is sort of just isolated by 2 sides of water flowing through, because generally in this area here it's just an absolute mess of trees, fallen branches, even a few ibises over there. And I like that this tree is sort of isolated in its own area, and in addition to that, it just has some really nice character to these branches which are surrounding it. And I might even compose it so that this arching over branch frames the scene. But I'll show you what I have on the back of the camera at the moment, which is this right here. Hopefully that's in focus for you. And what I love about this one in particular, how I have it framed up, is you still have this little subtle path of water flowing in front of the tree, as well as the fallen dead branch, and also a nice grounding element of this tree stump, which is right over here in the background. And I think that really stops your eye from passing out of the frame on this side and feeling like the image is too slanted on the diagonal like that. So I'm gonna shut up now, I'm gonna capture this photo, and I'm gonna probably itch my legs for a good few minutes because these mosquitoes are awful. So we'll go ahead, we'll snap the photo, and let me know what you think. So I've been feeling a little bit uninspired at the moment with the cost of petrol, just because it's such a pain to get out to the countryside where I've done most of my videos, and honestly I really love that landscape. So I guess I've been having to challenge myself by shooting a bit more local, and that's involved a little bit of street photography, which was sort of my origin in photography. But I spent probably a good few hours on the iPad over the last few days, just looking at Google Maps and looking for sort of promising locations that would make for nice landscape spots. Sorry, someone just walked by. I'm not that confident yet, but so what was I saying? Yeah, so I've been sort of challenged to shoot local locations, and I've been to Nudgee Beach in the past, just, you know, take the dog for a walk, run along the beach, done a little bit of a sunrise just on the side of the beach. But it's nice to actually be able to explore this location, because until I saw it on Google Maps, I didn't actually know it existed. So at the moment, I have no experience of what the photos from here look like because I haven't checked. So everything I take a photo of is sort of new to me, and that's, I guess, a little bit exciting, you know, because all the shots I'm taking, at least at the moment, they feel original. And yeah, I really love that about it. So just walking along with my tripod here. I really don't want to put it back in my bag because I brought the little Peak Design hip bag. I got my 100-400 on my A7 R2. It's a little bit heavy, and I really don't want to pack everything down because it's one of those bags where the tripod is just a pain in the ass to store away. So keep walking down. Hopefully I'll find a nice composition. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the fact that I decided to go out today and just do a bit of scouting, because it's turning into quite a nice I don't know if it's quite a nice video, but some quite nice photos that I might be really excited to actually work on, because I've been sitting at my computer all day thinking, oh, what am I going to edit? I feel like editing some photos, but I don't really feel excited about the ones that are on my hard drive. So find another composition and be with you guys then.
I've been lying here for too long. I don't know what else to do. I wanna get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options, every detail in my head, but it doesn't really matter, nothing matters, so I cry instead.
So I got a feeling, I haven't looked at my watch yet, but I got a feeling that sunset just happened, which makes you wonder how long I've actually been out here, because I think I got here at 5 o'clock and sunset's meant to be around 6:20, but I just saw the sky go a really nice golden color and now that's sort of fading away. So it turns out that the sunset might be the end of this video, and I've only made it maybe 500 meters into this boardwalk, which just shows how long it takes to make a video. But I've been enjoying it. I've found maybe my last composition for the day. I've no idea how much more light I have, but it still looks really nice, although the mosquitoes I feel like are coming out in a lot larger numbers. My back is really itchy, so that's a thing. But I'll show you what I've got composed here, and let me know what you think, because I think this is quite a nice composition. It just depends whether it's going to come out in the edit. So what I've got going on here is I have this little peninsula of mangroves which is passing out, and it just has the water flowing past it. We're just going into low tide in probably about an hour, so we have some really nice, shallow, not moving at all, very reflective water with these lovely moody clouds just over top of it. And the way that I'm envisioning this scene is I'm going to try and compose it a bit as a square with mostly the clouds, the moody clouds over the peninsula, and then maybe the bottom third of the frame taken up by that. And I'll show you what that looks like on the back of the camera, because I think it looks quite nice with the way that the IR chrome filter has been altering the scene, because this is such a nice deep orange, but I think I'm going to try and make that into a red. Hopefully this is in focus for you guys, or else you won't know what I'm talking about. And then the sky is just such a lovely cobalt blue. I'm really going to try and bring out that mood and that darkness to it. The only challenge I'm facing is these highlights here are just a little bit spicy, because the scene has quite a bit of dynamic range to it, and I am shooting on APS-C, which means that I'm going to have a lot less dynamic range to work with in the final photo. But hopefully it'll come out. Got plenty of bugs all around me, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up again, take this shot right here, and let me know what you think. I'm not too sure how this one's going to turn out, but hopefully it's nice. And yeah, enjoy the photo.
I've been running circles, trying to catch my breath. I've been trying everything I can, but I ain't got nothing left. I've been staring at the ceiling, I've been staying up all night. Everything I ever worked for vanished in the blink of an eye.
So as you guys can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I think I've formulated a plan. So as you guys can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark. I think I've formulated a plan as to what I want to do. Just shaking all the mosquitoes off my back. Oh my god, there are lots of mosquitoes. Oh, I can feel all the itching on my back. That is awful. So the plan is, I've only made it probably about half of this track. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back to the car for tonight, and if time permits and if weather permits, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the other part of the track. So I'm gonna put away the camera because these mosquitoes are getting actually awful. Like literally, I think I just got 20 mosquitoes on my back. That is the worst. And hopefully I'll join up with you guys tomorrow. If not, this may be the end of the video, but these mosquitoes are just too much for me right now. Like, all of a sudden, it's just gotten awful once the sun went down. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm back in the same boardwalk, taking a few more photos, hopefully.